Hello guys, it has been a while, but I'm back and we're back with a great game. Today we're doing the second game between our player in the blue, Jelv, and our player in the red, Teddybear. And the Teddybear player is better known as Wereldkaart, as you see in the scoreboard here. And you can also see that's 1-2-0 for our player in the blue, since he has won the first game. I will post the link in the description below. And you can see the first round for the first game. These are the quarterfinals, and this is a best of 3 tournament. And if our red player doesn't win this game, the series will go to our player in the blue, since he has won 2 of the 3 games. That won't be a necessary third game. Our player in the red is also better known as Wereldkaart on our forums. So when we're playing the Age of Tweakers Cup, he will be playing Ashley as Wereldkaart, but on Steam his name is Teddybear. So just to clear things up. We're doing a game on Black Forest, and it's a Turks mirror matchup, as you see from these sieves. And the first thing I noticed on Black Forest is this little thing here. These two sheeps are actually the two sheeps of our player in the blue, and these 4 deer here are actually 4 deer from our player in the blue also. So our player in blue has really bad map generation. But if you were watching the stream, you could have seen there was a rematch, because the first game didn't go that well, so they decided to restart, and they did it before the 7-minute mark, so that was not a problem. Yes, found 6 of the sheep, so that's not a problem at all. He will have enough food, and yes, this boar here, but his other boar is quite far. Yeah, quite far, so it will be a little walk for the villagers, but we'll be fine. Um, the first scout of red is, of course, going forward, scouting out things out a little bit. Of course, it is played unexplored, as you can see when having this fog of war. But to notice, of course, a player in the blue cannot see where the town center of red is. Could, for example, be here or here, the most logical spot. But this is quite forward town center. You could not really see that easily. And that's why our player in the blues were going quite a bit part forward to even wall this gold here. And actually, this is the main gold of our player in the red. So if he loses this gold, it will be quite a big problem. However, he is going forward with his own 2 villagers, and he's being attacked by the scout here. I think he's noticed though, so he has to react quite quickly, because otherwise he'll lose his main gold, and that's not a good thing. Our player in the blue is being attacked by a wolf, and there's a bit of a scout war going on. Of course, there's a little hill advantage for a player in the red. He is doing 25 more damage and receives 25 less damage, though our scout from the blue is winning. And there's a little villager fight going on, and I think our player in the blue is finishing this wall off. So struggles for a player in the red. Yes, one villager wall in, of course, this can go back, so it's not that great, but he will win this fight here with the scout. Take a look what his villager is doing. If or a player must have noticed her, but she is at the moment walking to the corners of the map to hide and maybe later on build something. So we have to keep a closer eye on her later in the game. But for now, she's just waiting there, I think. Maybe she has to watch out she's not attacked by this wolf, but she will survive, I guess. These 2 villagers are going forward for this wall of course, this choke point here is really important, especially in Black Forest. We've got 2 sieves who have to fight for the middle, so interesting matchup. Of course, it's a real important part of the game, since there is 1, 2, 3 important resources, and of course, also a player in the blue has 2 quite forward resources with this gold and this stone here, which is quite, by the way, quite easily saturated because it's blocked off by 4 trees. So it means with 1, 2, 3, I guess 6 villages, it will be most efficient here at the maximum level. But we will see. or red player is already out of sheep. He's not making a mill at the moment because I think he lacks the wood for it. So he's going for a lot of wood cutters here, and these villages are idle for a while. Of course, a big setback in his own economy, but not that big of a problem. Barracks going forward, maybe he's going to do something about this Palisade wall here, or maybe some special things with scouts in Black Forest, but most of the time we of course see a Castle Age fast castle, I should say, where you try to go to the Castle Age as quick as possible, because then you can start your boom, you can get your economy rolling, because you can make extra town centers. And here our player Indra is housed, of course not producing any more villages. But I guess he's making one rather quickly. Same population at the moment though, and the player Inderat is making use of these villages. He's making a house with them, and of course still he's two idle sheep. What a pity. Nothing much going on. Furthermore, our player in the there's also some really fortunate things like this quite close deer here. But more important, this little pond, not that big, but you can maybe decide to get a dock in here so you can produce more population more quickly, especially when being in the Dark Age. Because when you're making ships, while you're making also villages, of course it's a double population. It's like having a second town center already that early in the game. Bit of an oversaturated wood here from a player in the red, and we're going to speed things up a little bit. Barracks going down for a player in the red. He's maybe also deciding to get rid of these palisade walls, of course. Big headache for a player in the red, because yeah, it's his main goals. Of course, luckily he has this, and this, of course, here, and even this goal. So this map is really good actually for a player in the red. Of course, quite a bit far forward for this main choke point, but not that big of a deal. First militia out, and the player in the blue is going forward with his one militia. He's going even actually. He's going to get to damage these palisade walls, get some fire, like you see, just by hitting it. Always happening, of course, when I do that at home, hitting a palisade wall. But he will break through these palisade walls, and then maybe a player in red has a small problem because he cannot easily defend with these two villages. But of course he will see it and react properly by repairing these palisade walls here. Great reaction here by a player in red. What's going on for them all? Some more economy. One player in the red is also attacking these palisade walls here. Great things happening, great stuff. Even decided to mill these deer here, of course. Less walking time, great thing. Of course he has lost his scout early in the game, so he had to do something else because he cannot lure these deer in next to his town center. Palisade is slowly going down, but two defensive militia are close by, are nearby. And he's housed again, 25 population for player in red. At the moment, all player in the blue is also on 25 population. Palisade wall still not down, but a player in the red sees it burning. So I think he's looking at it at the moment, and he's trying to be safe. A lot of idle population though. He could use them to make some farms, for example, to go up to the feudal age. So as our player in the blue is already doing, he's already going up to the feudal age, whereas our player in the red is also just going up to the feudal age. Quite close both, so good timings. Of course, 70 minutes. These are not expert times, but these players are not expert players. Just some guys having fun, of course, and doing this great tournament, Age of Triggers Cup. And of course, he has run out of deer here, and he has to set those to work. He really needs some more food income. He has a lot, of course, if you can see. And that's all player in the red. Or player in the red. This is his food count. Almost enough to to go to the feudal age a second time, but he needs 300 more to go to the castle age. So he has to watch out for that. Or player in the blue though has enough. He had enough food. He just spend a lot of, I think, on villages, on creating villages, of course. And he has enough gold at the moment, so he could decide to go up more early. He has found his sheep here, so maybe making use of them. More relic, of course, also here, and an extra gold, another extra gold. Because he can't use this one and he can't use the stone, so having that is quite nice. Making a forward archery range here for player in the red, interesting thing. And all player in the blue is doing the exact same thing. I think he scouted it out, so and he had to react on this. And he maybe could lose this villager here, but there are two militia here defending that one village and of course archery range. But he's slowing down his archery range, so that's quite good. Also, these militia are a bit less speedy than all. Faster than archer, of course, so you can decide to run away. Maybe we could walk in this into this wolf, but we will see. This militia will walk into the villager and it just survives! Like 1 HP remaining on this one little villager. 2 militia going down, however, so not really that worth it. These stone miners are getting harassed, and this village is also, yeah, having troubles with this one archer. Not going down though. However, it's quite close. Villager is killing the militia, but the militia is going down first. I mean the archer, of course. Even watchtower going up. I don't know, I'm not sure about the placement at the moment because it isn't defending, it is defending of stone, of course. But you could really easily lose his palace wall, so maybe he could wall it up a bit more. Watchtower and defense here for play in the blue, and he is in advantage because first of all, he has 3 villages on it, so it could do more damage, and it's also on a hill. But it isn't that strong, I guess, because it isn't up, and it was just a little bit more early. Another watchtower is going on. It's like our player in the red thinks this is a really important spot. But what is going on? Our player in the blue is already in the castle age, whereas our player in the red is just in the feudal age. He lacks a lot of food. He has got enough gold though, so he could decide to sell. Buy some food and go up to the castle age as well, but I don't think he wants to. I think he wants to make a sort of feudal wall, because 2 towers up, another one going up also. But what's happening? All player in the blue is making a siege workshop, and he's also maybe making a mangonel, or would be better a ram. Not going so far though. Maybe he hasn't got the wood for it at the moment, but I guess he will make use of it rather shortly. Make use of extra houses being housed, and he made a second town center. Not a fur up yet, no, not a furniture, because he made this beautiful siege workshop. So extra militia, of course, not that strong in the feudal age, especially when getting up against men-at-arms and skirmishers. However, some military, of course, always nice. Can we have some more? I don't think so, but we'll take a look. Not queuing up anymore, so these 3 will be it. Of course, they've got the assistance of these 3 watchtowers, or even 4 at the moment. 4 watchtowers also, so I think that will be enough. So extra houses for player in the red, but he's losing, yeah, population rather quickly. 43 against 47, and of course the town center has been idle because he had been researching castle age. This monk is gathering a relic, of course always nice. And what's happening furthermore? Some extra gold gathering here and there and also here, but still not going up to the castle age. What you should do as a player, when you see I've got that much wood and this much gold, you should sell some and buy some wood. Try to stabilize your economy. Try to have got nothing really too much, and try to have yeah, just a little bit from everything. Keep your resources low and keep your economy going. That's what's the best thing you could do. Of course, he's still not going up. He's spending some more resources on food. And I was waiting for a player in the blue is damaging watchtowers with this Mangana, of course in range of the watchtower, but it doesn't really matter because these are quite strong actually. A lot of damage, and of course backed up by these 4 skirmishers, and of course it will target the closest enemy, and in this case these are the skirmishers, which are quite arrow resistant, so not as much of a problem. Of course these defensive archers aren't that great also, and this can be a little disaster. Knight going in the base of a player in the red, damaging the economy, first villager going down, and I guess 3 militia also rather soon. He has to react quite quickly. This spearman isn't going to deal with his 2 knights at all. Maybe this one knight though. We will see an extra horse damage, of course. 1 going down, but 3 skirmishers also coming close. No reaction still, just as 1 spearman isn't going to do a lot of it. I just curious what happened with this villa here. Maybe it died. Of course there was a wolf here. Maybe something happened with it. I just lost of it. But things are happening here. 1 knight and 3 skirmisher just going down, and of course this is a wall of a player in the blue. So if he wants to, he can just delete it. Of course this is a big hole in the wall. Too much military, and of course too much tech advantage for a player in the blue, because he's also already in the castle age. A player in the red can just do nothing because he needs pikemen, he needs other knights, he needs monks to counter these knights and maybe counter the skirmishers. But he can't, he's just in the feudal age. He needs to go up rather shortly. And here's something interesting play. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 watchtowers. Of course, in the Age of Empires Africa Kingdoms expansion, with some extra research, you can do a lot of damage with those watchtowers, especially being, for example, the Japanese, the Japanese, yeah, I should say. But in this case, still being in feudal age, having no access to, for example, mangonels or siege rams, this is quite a risky strategy. It's not like having 1 castle, but he's making some defense though, which is always really good. Still having this 1 cute villager, by the way, and he could kill this on a big villager, and he's just doing that. It's like he's listening to me. Great stuff happening. A bit of attack by this mangonel. And the big play is coming. Castle is of course out for a play in the blue. That means the strongest, I think the strongest unit early in the castle age are the Janissaries. Of course, a strong version of the hand cannoneers. A lot of strategies you can see on Black Forest is of course fast imp from these Turks, and going into hand cannoneers, of course, backed up by for example the 3 hussars, or of course the Janissaries. And that's some monk play you can also sometimes expect. But not this play. This is amazing play. This is ridiculous. Actually, it's breaking the meta again. Of course, in the previous game, we saw some ridiculous play. We saw some arena play, of course, with a feudal age army, useless army. But this is I've never seen this in my life before. Amazing things happening. Of course, this battering ram can do a lot of damage to this watchtowers, because still being idle, empty town center, still 42 population for player in the red, and already 64 for player in the blue. I think we can expect a GG rather quickly. 2 defensive spearmen, but that won't be enough. There are no scouts anymore. This is the castle age. When watchtower still not finished, of course, these are arrested by this mangonel. Mangonel going down, but I think this can be it. This battering ram can really easily resist those silly arrows. Of course, even villagers are trying to do some walling. I think some more siege would be the way to deal with this watchtowers, but we will see. A bit more houses coming up for a player in the red, and even another town center just going up ahead and in his own base. So this is just a sort of town center, some booming going on. My player Jelv in the blue, some extra gold of course, because the Turks are a really gold intensive civ of course. Those cannoneers, those hand cannoneers and gen accessories cost a lot of gold, and especially in addition with the siege, really expensive. He wants to mine some extra gold because he wants to build his extra castle, of course, to double up his Janissaries production, and he's quite close. He's on our 463, and he needs 650, of course, for another castle. So Max Siege would be also great. Of course, a player in the red is also doing something with his villages. What's he going to make? He's making a mill here. Wants to mill those what boars, I guess, or maybe make some farms. He has enough wood for it, so maybe farms are more efficient at the moment. More easily way to deal with this. Monks going forward, of course, monk play. We know this. Quite strong with the Turks. Trying to get some bull villager. Almost going down. Of course, quite micro intensive gathering those bull. That's why I would prefer making farms, because at the moment when you're microing this bull you can't do anything else. And when placing farms is like yeah, shift F, shift F, shift F, shift F for me. And that's all I have to do on my keyboard. Well, now you have to click and point in this balls. Of course he's milled, so and he got a quite rather quickly from those, and he needs the food quite badly. These watchers are defending his base though, and I missed this, but he just went up to castle age. Maybe you can see some defensive castles protecting his base, but I don't know. He's making a blacksmith though. Quite surprised he didn't have it had it before. I don't know what his second. What is his second village building? Of course, this watchtower is one, and of course the stable is the second. Some attacks going on by this one little lovely ram here. Finishing off the last defenses here. I'll play in the red, so much forward. Some extra gold, and I'm just looking forward. If I'll play in the blue is maybe going Imperial Age, and of course he could do so by buying some extra delicious food when using his iron gold. Also this mining camp is a bit awkwardly placed, of course. On a hill it's always hard to gather from this beautiful blinging gold mines, but of course when placing it more like here or something like, it will be far more efficient. He has 4 relics though, so he should have enough gold income. Still gathering for the wall here, and he has also this beautiful relic here. Doing some extra fields and making defensive knights. I like to see those. Of course, when fighting Janissaries, you can use your own Janissaries. Maybe in addition with a mangonel, like a player in the blue already has. But knights are also great ways to counter those. Of course, those Janissaries have got a infantry bonus, damage against infantry, I should say. So not only having those 2 defensive spearmen is great. Our player in red is also looking for maybe some extra villages inside his own base. Of course, maybe he has found all the villages before. At the moment he's just finishing off his own lone wolf. Still not much going on, some bit more booming. And I was waiting for this Imperial Age for all player in the blue. Of course we're going to see elite Janissaries, maybe some also some more siege, and of course these really powerful trebuchets. I know that town center going down means 4 town centers for a player in the blue and just 1 for a player in the red. Just 1 wild board together from more. But he's moving them away to, I hope, make a town center. He's got, of course, spent some stone on this, and there he is. The second town center. Not sure about the placement though, because of course this can be used because it's blocked by the water, so you can't make farms around this beautiful town center. It's not really close to the wood, so a bit of walking time to get off from the wood. Yeah, don't like this town center placement. What would have been better, for example, here would be great because you could defend this gold here close to the forest, and yeah, great placement that would have been. So next to houses, he doesn't want to be housed. He has got more than enough place for another population. Of course, we're playing this tournament on 300 pop. Like it's a bit of a new standard since the Age of Empires HG expansion came out. Of course, the expert players like to play on 200 pop, but wanted to spice things up a little bit, and then you could of course see 300 pop, especially when having a big fight from Black Forest. Having this 300 pop can be the game-breaking thing here, so we could see some more units, and that was what we're waiting for. Some extra siege, another castle, another siege workshop, some other gold miners. This is what I like. Maybe the upgrade is also going on, but I have to check that out. Not yet elite, but maybe soon. Also not producing, and he's doing some conscription. I'm not sure why, because he's not making any siege at the moment, but we will see. Maybe he's doing the hussars. Yeah, of course, free. One of the main benefits of the Turks are they can have free upgrades for light cav and of course the hussars when making scouts. So one of their advantages. They do not have elite skirm and they only have pikes if I'm correct. So not the strongest trash units, but hussars are great. Finishing up conscription and making 3 trebuchets right away with this finished castle. These are also great bombard cannons, can of course counter traps and of course can hit these watchtowers when also staying out of the range though, and they fire rather quickly, quite mobile also. They don't have to unpack like the trap has. A trap code just coming out, and I like to see if our player nerd is already in the Imperial Age. Not even closely. I think he still wants to wait to reach the 1000 mark. He also needs a university and a church, or a monastery I should say, and also a castle, or a castle, or of course the main thing you need two castle age buildings to proceed to the next stage, or 1 castle, which is quite logically when being in a castle age map. Okay, just waiting here for the big attack. Of course, here this is going on. We're waiting for these guys to move forward. 4 trebuchets going out of his castle. I'd like to see if another one is coming out also. No, not yet. Some more Janissaries, and the good thing is they have been upgraded to, of course, the elite versions of the Janissaries. Really powerful. If you see his attack stats, 22 attack and 8 range. Real powerhouses, these Janissaries. And of course also those bombard cannons. 40 damage! Unstoppable. Even at range of these watchtowers, he still does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8! 8 towers just going down. That's a lot of stone going down the sink. This won't get go down, but it has got enough armor to resist those few silly towers. So waiting for the big push. Of course, he can easily delete these walls. And if you see the score, he has got almost double score of a player in the red, and he's still not Imperial Age. So I think he's quite confident. And I'm still waiting for the GG actually. I don't think a comeback is real for a player in the red. He's making his castle now though. But when doing it with just one villager, it will take a while, I'm afraid. Having 1000 here, still looking for that villager, I think. Still afraid there's something hiding, but he shouldn't. It's rather safe. He should be focusing on this point of the game at the moment. Can go in. Quick wall, of course, by our player in the blue. Really strong. Good micro though when retreating these knights. Also retreating these villages here. He knows this town isn't safe anymore. He is upgrading to Imperial Age, and he has to watch out. He may not lose this town center before the upgrade is done. Then it will be really awkward. I don't want to see a town center lose. I've had it so many times, being on 90% and then losing my town center. Of course, the gate is finished. Luckily for a player in the red, his bombed cannons are just focusing on his houses. Of course, quite sad for the family who lives here. His house is burning, or her house is burning. But you can still live there, no problem. Still 5 population room. And he's not going forward, making some spears. I'm not sure why, because those are actually really really bad. Being sucks. Because those are so strong, you don't need those spikes. Or even pikes, those are just spears. And the Imperial Age research has been done by our player in the red. However, he is directly being attacked by 4 trebuchets, and yeah, then you can't do that much anymore. Castle finishing up though, 98%, 99%. Well, I think it's too late. He can try to fight with his knights, maybe try to upgrade it to cavalier like I thought, and then maybe he can resist those really cheeky looking janissaries. Of course, maybe these spears are to counter these knights, but I think having 2 or more monks would be preferably better. Losing a lot of space here, of course. You can't build in anything of this 8 tile range. Even more actually, because these trebuchets have got 16 range. Amazing. A bit overpowered though. If he's going up, he's going forward, he might lose his castle. But our player in the blue is not going balls deep yet. Now he's making the move, he's gathering all his military and going forward. Out of the gate, out in the open, and he is going. This is the moment for our player in the red. Cavalier just finishing up, going directly for these really expensive bomber cannons. For defense by these elite janissaries. It was quite tanky cavaliers with 140 HP, but I don't think it will be enough. Outmassed by our player in the blue, having too much and too many, and the player in the red has too little. And it has just been too late. It was also going to lose this castle, of course, out of range. And last, I think is GG. He's trying to attack with his villages. It's the last stand. Of course, when losing this game, it is game over. It's 2-0 for our player. In the blue, it's 2-0 actually. And then the best 2 will go to the player in the elf and the yellow player in the blue. And he's going to the whole final, semi-finals. I'm still confused with his English words. Still going forward with some extra cavaliers. Yeah, I think it's really GG to give it by now. Losing a lot of population. Still 48, so 47, 45, 44, 42, and it's going really quickly. Having a lot of villas, getting some resources here. and here, and little here. And there's no GG, but I think it is GG. Well played by our player in the. Oh, did it just switch? Yeah, it did just switch. Our player, of course, in the blue it was the whole time. I just would say the elf. He played a good game, and he is going to the semi-finals. Of course, stay tuned, and we will be back with other game rather shortly from the first quarter finals of the HSVK Cup. Thanks for watching.